Hey everyone, we are back again. It is day 18, pattern number 18 of our Granny Square challenge, and we have this nice little beauty here. It's so bright and colorful and cheery, just like the opposite of what our weather is today. It's stormy and gloomy, and you might hear some thunder in the background. So, as you can see, we're going to need 3 colors. I am using a worsted weight yarn, and we're going to get started. I'm also using a 5mm hook. This is a little cutie here. So our first color I am going to use is fuchsia. And we start off with a slip knot and chain 4. And connect it into your first chain to make it a circle. You know the drill. Chain 3. So you chain 3, and then you do a double crochet into the middle of the circle. Make sure you go in the center and not in one of the stitches. Then you're going to chain 1 and do 2 double crochets. Chain 3 and do 2 double crochets into that circle. Chain 1, do 2 double crochets. Chain 3 and do 2 double crochets. One, 2, okay. Chain 1, do 2 double crochets. Chain 3 and do 2 double crochets. Chain 1, do 2 double crochets. And chain 3 and fasten on to the 3rd chain of your starting chain 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I missed my chain. There we go. And you're going to fasten off, and we're changing to the next color. So you should have a little square with 4 sets of 4 double crochets with a chain 1 in between 2, if I explain that right. So, all right, how about 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 3 for the corner, and then 2, chain 1, 2, chain 3. I think you get the gist. Okay, so we fasten off, and we're going to bring in the next color, which will be my yellow. We're going to fasten on in any corner. Make sure your right side is facing up. That's what the back looks like. That's the front. So we're going to fasten on with a single crochet and chain 2. And then do 2 double crochets. Oh, my back. Chain 3 and do 3 more double crochets. Now it gets weird. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right here where the split is, we're going to single crochet down into the circle. It's a spike stitch, or some people call it a long single crochet, or it's like super awkward on this part. Chain 4, and then you're over to the corner doing 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, chain 3, and do 3 more double crochets. Chain 4, and we're going to do that spike stitch or long single into that center circle. Chain 4, and we're back at the corner for our 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 3 double crochets. Chain 4. I'm going to do that little spike stitch or long double again. Or long single. Chain 4. And do 3 double crochets. This is harder to do than you think it is, to sit here and try and talk and explain while you're doing what you're doing. And because you're thinking ahead what the next thing is going to be, you sometimes, might have a foobar and say the wrong term. And I tend to do that quite often. Okay, so I did my corner, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 4 and do my spike stitch down into the center circle. Okay, and then chain 4. And attach it to our first stitch there, which was I missed it again, which was a single crochet and a chain 2. Okay, so we've attached, and now we are done with that color as well. So this is how you look so far. And you can work in your tails as you go, or you can do them at the end. I tend to find that, sometimes they can get in the way. And depending on my mood, I'll work them in. So, now we go to our third color, which usually if you're, people don't number them 1, 2, and 3, which I do. They do A, B, C, D, E. But I number them. Numbers are universal language. Okay, so we are going to do a slip knot and fasten on to any corner with a standing single crochet. And then we're going to do another single crochet. So that's 2 of them. Chain 3. And do 2 single crochets. So looking like that. So we're going to single crochet into our 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to chain 1 and do a triple crochet right into our spike stitch single down here. If I can get in the right spot. Okay, triple. Then we chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. And then 2 singles in the corner. Chain 3, 2 more singles, and then we repeat what we just did on this side. So it's 3 single crochets into the top of our 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and then a triple down here into our what do you call it? Spike stitch. There we go. Chain 1, and then we do 3 singles into our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. 2 in the corner. Chain 3. Oops, I'm getting some fat yarn there. 2 in the corner. Now if I was making this for a real project, I probably would have cut that out of there to not have that funky yarn. But for this, I'm not going to. Okay, so we just repeat that all the way around. 3 singles, a chain 1, a triple, a chain 1, 3 singles, and then your corner. And I'll meet you back when I get to the other side. So when you get to the end, you can either slip stitch or you can do what we call a clean finish, because you're going to change colors again. I know already, every round. And back into there. And then just go ahead and work in the end. This is how you should look after, hiding my little tails, after round 4. Now we have 3 more rounds, and they're pretty easy. Hard part's over. So we're going to go back to our color number 1, which in my case is the fuchsia. And we're going to fasten on in any old corner. And we're going to do a single crochet. Standing single crochet. And then 1 single crochet in each stitch, going the whole way around. Including your chain space and your triple and the chain space, and then each of the single crochets. One in the corner. Chain 3 and 1 more in the corner. And then 1 in each stitch. So you go all the way around your square with a single crochet in each and every stitch a single crochet in the corner, chain 3, single crochet, and move on down the side. And I'll meet you back when I finish mine. When you reach your ending starting point, it's a single crochet, chain 3, and fasten on to your first single crochet where you began. And we're changing colors again. Gotta love granny squares. There's a lot of color changing and a lot of tails. But they're so pretty. They're a pain, but they're pretty. Okay, so now we're going back to color number 2, which for me is a yellow. And we're going to pick any old corner to start with. I like to rotate mine around so that all that bulky knottiness isn't all in the same area. We're spreading the love. And we're going to fasten on with a single. And do a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Corner is single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, just like our previous round. And I will meet you back when I finish mine. So when you complete that color, you fasten off. And we're changing colors again. Aren't we looking good? It's so bright and cheery. I finally have the house to myself today for the first time in weeks, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Once again, any corner, you're going to fasten on with a standing single crochet, and then a single crochet into each stitch. All the way around. The corners get a single crochet, and you can decide chain 3 or chain 2 depending on how you like to sew your squares together. I'm going to do a chain 2 because I don't need as much room now, because this will be the last round of this square. But that doesn't mean you guys can leave yet. You have to wait and see if my finished product looks the same as the first one I showed you, or close to it anyways. All right, so we're finished. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's so bright and cheery. And just so that you can see, this is my one with all the ends that we just did together. And this is the one I showed you in the beginning. And look at that. I came out the same size. Look at how pretty they go together. Isn't that nice? All right, guys. This was day 17, pattern number 17. Nope. Day 18, pattern number 18. I don't know. I'm getting lost in my days. I have looked at a lot of granny squares so far this month. Anyhow, so if you enjoyed this video and you learned something and you like this square, if you look right over in this corner here, there is a link that will take you to the next wonderful knotting hook tutorial. So click on that and we'll see you in that video.